Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This will be part 3 of my introduction to this channel. If you came here from the last video in which I talked about who I am and told you a bit about my business, you already know what part 3 is about. But if you got here first or just aren't really interested in the previous 2 parts, welcome. I'll leave a link to the previous video in the description for you just in case you want to watch it. But for now, enjoy the rest of the video. Part 3. What notes and fragrances do I like the most? Here's the top 10 of my favorite designer fragrances of all time to help answer that question. These fragrances are not going to be ordered in a specific order. I love each one of these for different reasons and they're all in my heart. They're all my favorite. It's just a top 10, but not in any order. And my first fragrance is Versace L'Homme Blue. This bottle design really took some time to grow on me, but the scent, that was instant. Let's say that Versace L'Homme Blue was just made specifically for my skin chemistry. There's absolutely no other blue fragrance that smells as good, as fresh, as masculine, as clean as this smells on me. So yeah, this one does take the spot as the best blue fragrance that I own, just because its combination with my skin chemistry is amazing. It was made for me. Next one is a bottle that I have lots of love for. I've gone through many bottles of it. I was gifted a bottle of this not so long ago, and since I've been thinking about making this channel, all of these unopened bottles that you see over here, I've been keeping unopened just because I want to do unboxings for this video and make full content with them. So yeah, Prada L'Homme. Where do I start? I would say Prada L'Homme Intense is the perfect version of the already beautiful Prada L'Homme. I love floral scents. If you listen to the part where I talk about my grandmother's house, yeah, nostalgic notes. Unfortunately, it's just insanely hard to find without paying jacked up prices. So I'll just have to talk about the original. Again, still perfect Prada L'Homme. It's the epitome of a clean, refined fragrance. I'm never getting enough of that smooth blend of iris, amber, neroli. For me, an understated scent, perfect for daily wear. Office, classroom, wear to whatever formal event you want. Versatility is through the roof. I love it. Next up, I can already feel some people flaming me for this one. Versace Eros EDT. Why the Eau de Toilette? Why not the perfume? Why not Eros Flame? For one, I have not tried Eros Flame. I'm really reserving that for a special occasion that's called a video. I want to unbox it and just make a reaction of like a genuine first impression reaction. I have not smelled it in any store, in any strip. I've just reserved that one especially for content. So that doesn't answer the question. Why EDT? Haven't smelled EDP perfume. Remember I told you that my first designer fragrance I didn't even buy? It was just gifted to me. Well, Versace Eros EDT was my first designer's fragrance ever. Am I basic now? Have I lost credibility already? Look, Eros perfume is richer, bit more mature scent, although not that much at all. It really suits better just the younger audience. The best part for me about Eros perfume is like it gets rid of that sticky, bubblegummy type of smell. And I get it. I get why so many people like Eros perfume better. But you have to remember, I have a very stubborn, very nostalgic nose. That scent just takes me back to when I started to understand why other people liked designer fragrances, why some scents were just mass appealing. Yeah, that citrus got me. Vanilla, very sweet, very young, that woody dry down. I like it. Next on the list is, it's something else. Damn, you might have already seen it, but it is none other than Valentino Uomo, born in Roma. Intense. Let me tell you what sets Born in Roma intense, apart from the original or even all of the other flankers. That sweetness done right. This sweetness came perfectly balanced. It makes it easy to wear. Versatility on a modern, high quality scent with a strong personality. Yes, please. Next, I don't know why I'm looking back there because I do not own a bottle of it. I will. I do not yet. The fragrance I'm talking about is Stronger With You Leather. I have Stronger With You Intensely. It was gifted to me. I like Intensely. I like it a lot. I like Absolutely even better. I don't dislike Oud. I feel like Oud is a very, very, very unique scent that I like a lot. But nothing comes close to leather, at least for me. That one just blew me out of the water as soon as I smell it on a test strip. What pains me about this fragrance is that it's so hard to get my hands on it without paying such a jacked up price that I'm waiting for the right time. Hence why I just asked my body to get me Intensely. Why didn't I ask for Absolutely? It's just a more mature scent. I don't feel like I can pull it off as well as Intensely. It's just not meant for my demographic. But when I get older, I do want to pull off Absolutely. It's kind of in my bucket list at this point. So again, don't get me wrong. I love Intensely. I love Absolutely. I want to try Oud more. Leather just hits the spot for me. My. What I have over here is a flanker of one of the most hyped fragrances in the entire industry. I think you already saw a little bit of this. You know, it's Jean-Paul Gaultier. I hope I'm not butchering that name. I've been saying it like that for ages. Le Beau, but not the normal Le Beau. Le Beau Le Parfum, or Le Beau Eau de Parfum Intensely, however you want to call it. First off, unrelated to the scent, one of my favorite bottle designs of all time. I love that color. Teal is just, on my personal taste, an amazing color, especially for a fragrance. And that dark gradient from the top of the bottle down, it's amazing. It's beautiful. So, Jean-Paul Gaultier, Le Beau, Le Parfum. An evolution from the original Le Beau, but with a deeper, more seductive feel to it. Tonka bean, coconut, amber, creamy, sweet, slightly tropical scent with a dark, earthy base. It's bold, it's sensual, it's confident, it's addictive to me. Coming up is another fragrance that I do not own, and you'll see why. Ford Tobacco Oud. Expensive. That's why I don't own it. Listen, I need some oud in my life, alright? And Ford Tobacco Oud is just an exceptional scent that stands out to me in the sea of designer fragrances. It offers a rich, smoky experience with a blend of oud and tobacco that feels luxurious and mysterious. Depth and sophistication are the name of the game with this very expensive fragrance. As it should. It's Tom Ford. It's what those fragrances stand for. And again, so expensive that I have not been able to buy it. But man, do I just love to go into a store that has it and smell all of it. I'll just spray all of the bottle on myself make sure I can smell it for the rest of the day. Now, because I haven't been able to buy Tobacco Oud, and I don't think I will be able to in the near future, I wanted to give an honorable oud mention that I have owned in the past. Unfortunately, accidents happen, and while I was moving, that bottle decided to fall off the carton that it was contained in and broke. So, yeah. The fragrance I'm talking about is Versace Oud Noir. Now, these two are different. And for me, the biggest difference is that Oud Noir is just so much easier to wear than Tobacco Oud. For one, it's a lot cheaper. And the reality of it is that it's much smoother, more approachable. A refined blend of spicy, woody, and leathery notes. It works in both casual and formal settings, and it exudes this refined vibe to it that just gives you a confidence lift anywhere you go. As I said, these two fragrances aim to accomplish different things, but both did oud correct for my nose. Ooh, let's get an unpopular opinion here. For him, Red Edition Intense. By who? By Zara. Zara, man, they're cheap, man. They're cheap. This 100 mils of it, $50. I have another one, Vibrant Leather, that is basically an inspired scent on Creed Aventus. I mean, not that I'm the biggest fan of Creed Aventus, but Zara does it well. It's a good scent. Do not sleep on Zara. Please do not sleep on Zara. Even though most of their fragrances are dupes, I promise you that if you just go into the store and try out all of their fragrances, you will inevitably fall in love with at least one of them. Or maybe not outright fall in love, but you'll at least like it very, very much. They're all like $50. And what does this have in special? Well, it has one of my favorite notes, and it blends it just right for my nose. I don't wear this fragrance too often because I do feel like a lot of people don't really like the smell. It's just, it projects a lot and it gets a lot into people's faces. It's pretty sweet, really sweet, but oh my god. Excuse me, I need a bathroom break. So, for him, Red Intense. Yes. Yes. Now let me tell you, this is an attempt of an inspiration of Bacar Rouge Estrée de Parfum. Alright? Of course, it's not made with nearly the same quality, but if I'm being honest, that's kind of why I like it even better. It's got this very synthetic feel to it. Very synthetic feel to it. And I adore it. I absolutely adore it. Why? I might have a bit of an idea. For one, I'll let you guess where I've smelled it my whole childhood. I'll let you guess. My grandmother's house. Yes, I don't know who wore it. I'm not sure if my grandmother wore it. I don't think so. I have no idea who wore it. But someone in my family that was there often always left this smell in there. Now, knowing that Bacar Rouge Extrait de Parfum is what this is attempting to be inspired on, I'll let you guess the 3 notes that I enjoy the most blended together on any perfume. You have 5 seconds. Alright, if you guessed it correctly, you have to be a time traveler because that was a trick question. The original Baco Rouge Extrait de Parfum has that amazing ambergris, caramel, saffron, just a blend of, there's some Egyptian jasmine too. Let me look at the notes. So, bitter almond, that's the saffron, Egyptian jasmine, cedar, rose, the ambergris, woody notes, musk, and caramel. Yes. Now, the reason why that's important is because dupes and inspirations very often find just different materials, different raw materials, different scents that are cheaper that can kind of mimic the way these higher quality raw materials smell within a fragrance. And the way Zara's red edition for him, intense edition achieved this is with a combination of 5 notes, of which 3 are very much my favorite: amber, vanilla, tonka bean, bergamot, and grapefruit. So yeah, my top favorite notes of all time are amber, vanilla, and tonka bean. Together, just wow. Now don't discount the citrus. The citrus notes, especially combined with those, especially in the opening notes, it reminds you of anything. Yes, now it all makes sense, right? Now you get to understand why I'm so fixated in this type of scents. There you go. You have met my big, stubborn, nostalgic nose. Now, I love this combination so much that my next cologne will be built around it. It is still very much in work in progress, but I'll keep updating you on how close to what I want to achieve I get. You might be wondering, next scent? Do you already have scents out there? The answer is yes, I have 3: Classic, Prestige, and Romeo. They are these 3 very beautiful bottles over here. Now that's all you'll see about them in this video, because I'll make other videos discussing each one of them by themselves. Yeah, this video is about an introduction. I'll do my personal promotion later. We are down to the last 2 scents. This again is a fragrance that I do not own, but I do want to own so bad. And I think I will own in the very near future. Dolce Gabbana The One EDP. Timeless classic, warmth, charisma, incredibly sophisticated blend of tobacco, amber, and spices that just makes for a smooth and inviting scent. For me, it managed to strike the perfect balance between elegance and sexiness, with that cardamom and ginger for that very needed spicy sort of kick. Versatile enough to wear day and night. I am so sad that my decant is gone. I will definitely get a bottle next time. Dolce Gabbana The One EDP. And last but not least, a fragrance that I save for the end because just I already know it's gonna be so hard talking about it. Let's just get on with it. Alright? Brace yourselves. Dior Sauvage EDP. Yeah, this bottle right here. Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum. Okay, so some explaining to do. First of all, hear me out. I don't care what you think. It's smoother than EDT and more interesting than perfume. Don't even talk to me about Forte or Sauvage Elixir. Sauvage Elixir is just too mature for me. I feel like with time I will develop a liking for it. For now, my opinion about Sauvage Elixir is that I am too young to understand it, but at this moment in time, doesn't do it for me. I told you I left it for last because I know so many people love to hate on it. Everybody says it's so popular, everybody wears it. Alright, I hear you. I completely do. And in fact, I agree with those statements because they are true. However, my take is that like with anything popular, especially a fragrance as recognizable as Dior Sauvage, be it McGregor and John Jones, be it Schumacher and Hamilton, be it Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, what all of them have in common is that they're so popular that it is inevitable for them to not receive hate. But at the end of the day, McGregor and John Jones cannot be denied their spot in the Hall of Fame of UFC. Schumacher and Hamilton are tied with the most world championships of any F1 driver in history. And Ronaldo and Lionel Messi are undoubtedly the most impactful football players of this entire generation. You see what I'm trying to get at? Dior Sauvage is so good that everybody wears it and many people hate it for it. If that's not a monster of a blend, I don't know what is. That about wraps it up. That was really enjoyable. Like, really, talking about all of these fragrances and why I like them, thinking about the specific notes, having fun while trying to describe what my nose picks up on them. This is why I'm making this channel. Anyways, thank you very much for watching the video. Please let me know what you think about my personal top 10. I'm really curious to see what you agree or disagree with. I want to post regularly on this channel, and I already have a few ideas of videos, topics that I want to talk about in the future in this channel. But please, if you have something that you want me to talk about, if you have a question or there's an interesting fragrance, a subject, maybe a new fragrance, maybe an old fragrance, if I can get my hands on it, I will review it. This is the schedule for now. I hope you like the setup. I'm thinking of putting a few more boxes over there to complete kind of like the background setup. By the way, these are the boxes of my fragrances, so if anything, it's just more storage, and I lack storage space. But yeah, tell me what you want me to talk about. I'll try my best to make your ideas a reality, bring them into this channel, make actual videos with them, so you can enjoy them. Alright, I really feel like this will be the longest video in my channel for a long while, because I feel like shorter, more concise content would hit the sweet spot between informative and entertaining kind of content. So I'll be aiming for that. Shorter, concise, entertaining. That's what I'm going for. Again, thank you so much for your time. Have an awesome rest of your day.